Hi, this is the screencast for the business development restaurant reach out process. Now, what we do is we start with a phone call. So, we reach someone in the restaurant. So, this is the person who answers in the restaurant. Then we ask them to give us the right guy. So, that means that we want to talk to someone who can make things happen for us. We keep this conversation short and sweet, of course. The person who answers the phone will direct us to the owner, the head marketing personnel, or the restaurant manager. We would want to be in touch with either of these two people because they're the people who really hold the reins of power in the organization. So after this, then we go to the phone call with the right guy, which is either the owner or the head marketer. Now we want to keep this phone call short and sweet. We want to generate an instant interest in the client. So we should know, the client should know why we are interested in them. So that will build rapport. Now we want to generate interest for a video link and ask for their email. So we want to get them interested in viewing our product and in viewing how they could get involved with Booking Diva or how Booking Diva works, what are the nuances of it, etc. We want to display our most positive value propositions. We want to tell them everything good they can get out of Booking Diva and preferably frame it in such a way that you get the best points across to them. We will try to get their direct mobile and email number, and we will set up a response date and time for later. So we will tell them that okay, I'll follow up after 2 days or I'll follow up after 3 days. This is very important so that it sets the time when we can next approach them. The third part is our email and sales video link. Our email has to be short and sweet and has to display all our positive value propositions, and it should tell the restaurants why we are choosing them and what they can get by choosing us. The video link is also similar, but it will give them a video guidance about how to maneuver through the site, how a site looks, how a site functions. It will get them generally attuned with the look and feel of it. We update our status about them. We tell them that okay, we've sent you this, how do you like it, and how do you want to take it forward. So that way we update our status and we know where we're going, or we know what problems we're facing and how we need to proceed further. After this, we follow up by phone and email. Tell them to talk to the maybe business head or the corporate office or whatever it takes. It will take them a certain amount of time to get ready to make this partnership. So we're going to give them that amount of time. Now after this, we will go for the objection question and answer phone call. Now they will have some objections initially. We have to blast that resistance and move forward. So that has a certain element to it which we will discuss later. Once we've blasted the resistance, they will sign with us. Once they've signed with us, most of our work is over. We know that we have them as our partners, and then we set up a meeting with a date of time. Now we want to avoid meetings as much as possible later on. Initially it will be necessary, and to make it a little personal we will have to go, but eventually once things start flowing, we don't want to have too many meetings. So this should go, and it should be minimized from 80% in the beginning to 50% after a month, 10% after 3 months, and eventually 0% after 6 months. Now someone from the business development team will go for the meeting, and the objective is to have them sign the contract in front of us, or they can sign it and send it to us, but preferably we want them to sign it in front of us in the beginning. And then we want them to give us a single point of contact. So when we need to proceed further, we know who to contact, and the person knows that we will be calling them. So now business development will again follow up. This is our checkpoint. Once we reach this checkpoint, we know that 60%, 70% of our task is done. Now after this, we'll be sending them the AST agreement, which is the affiliate setup template. Now the AST will let us know what their details are, like where their restaurant is located, what kind of cuisine do they offer, and when they want to offer the types of tables, which is a 100-point table or a 1,000-point table. Now the next step is, again, once we email them, we set up, okay, when can we call you back, and when can we receive the AST from you. Once we receive the AST from them, then we can put it in our systems. Now the next step is to follow up by phone and email, make sure they've completed the AST to the T. We want it to be complete so that we can go forward and completely fill up the data on our website. Once that step is completed, we will have some objections, like they will ask you, why do you need inventory right now? Can you make our process easier? Stuff like that we will deal with later on, and we will understand why they say this and how we need to get the right mode of action from them. We try and help them filling up the data in both the inventory and the incentives sheet. The incentives, basically the discounts, but we prefer to call it incentives. Now once we do this in person or over the phone, preferably, this is a very simple task and we should just try to orient them accordingly through a screencast, but initially we'll do it in person and minimize as time goes on. Now once we have to also prepare a screencast on how to operate the backend dashboard, so restaurants can change their details accordingly on their own, and we'll send them an email with this with the video link, and we'll tell them that if you have any questions, you contact us on such and such number. This is a random number. We follow up after 2 days. If they have any questions, if they want any details from us, we give it to them, and we make sure that the process is done, that they have filled up everything we need so that we can move forward and this task can be over, and it's just efficient for both of us. Thank you.